Hello friends, welcome to the Global Pulse. Mossad's action, IDF's secret attack and Haniyeh's death. Here is the inside story of the elimination of Hamas chief. October 7, 2023, this was the date when the Palestinian organization Hamas made Israel cry tears of blood with its terror attack. An attack that killed more than 1,200 people and took some 250 Israeli hostages. Now, exactly 297 days after the attack, Israel finally brought an end to the story of Ismail Haniyeh, the head of Hamas political wing responsible for this attack. On the intervening night of July 30th and 31st, the entire house in Iran's capital Tehran was razed to the ground. Along with Haniyeh, one of his security guards was also killed in this attack. The attack took place in a densely populated residential area of Tehran, and the exact manner in which it happened surprised the world. This method is believed to be a hallmark of Israel's input and its dangerous power to strike. But how did this attack happen in Tehran, about 2,000 kilometers from Israel's capital Tel Aviv? Was it a drone attack? Or any airstrikes? Or a surface-to-surface missile attack? This is the biggest question at the moment, whose answer everyone is waiting for. This will definitely remain a mystery for the outer world. Because after such a big and important attack, it is still not clear what was the sky at midnight, which destroyed Ismail Haniyeh's house. The Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, that is, the Iranian army, is also confused about this attack. They said that the method of attack is not clear at the moment and it is being investigated. In fact, since the terrorist attack on Israel on October 7, Haniyeh had been living in his base in Qatar, away from Palestine. Due to this, it was not possible for Israeli agencies to find and target them. Nearly 10 months after the October 7 attacks, Haniyeh arrived to attend the inauguration ceremony of Iran's new President Masoud Pezeshkian. It proved to be the biggest mistake of his life. According to sources, American and Israeli intelligence agencies became active as soon as the news of Haniyeh being in Tehran was received. Together with Mossad, the CIA found their precise location, and according to Iranian time, at exactly 2 o'clock in the night, there was an explosion on the sky of Tehran, which killed Hamas chief Haniyeh. This attack is a big blow to Hamas. The risk of a new war in the Middle East region of the world has grown manifold. It's also a big challenge for Iran, supporting Hamas. Because in this attack, not only one of its beloved leaders has died, but his life has also been lost on its own land. They couldn't even find out how this attack happened. This is why Iran's top leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has said that Israel will have to pay the price for this attack. Because 1. This attack happened on a guest of Iran, and 2, their death occurred on Iran's soil. Needless to say, after the attack, there is a danger of a new war beginning in the Middle East region. Except for the Israeli attack on the Iranian embassy in Syria last April, the tension between the two countries had never increased so much, which made it seem that now there would be a direct confrontation between the two. But now the situation seems to be changing after this attack. In fact, until now organizations like Hamas, Hezbollah, or Houthis were continuously trying to launch small and large attacks on Israel to provoke it, but if Iran attempts to retaliate this attack, it will be a direct confrontation between bigger and more powerful countries, and the outcome of this will be even more dangerous elsewhere. Haniyeh is killed in highly secure and sensitive area of Iran. Meanwhile, Iranian media have claimed that Haniyeh was staying in one of the special houses built for war veterans in Tehran after attending the presidential inauguration. In this sense, not only this house, but the entire area is considered very safe and sensitive, but the way the aerial attack was carried out by targeting this house at 2 o'clock in the night, it in itself is proof that how big a mistake it is of Iranian security agencies and how big a success of Israeli agencies. The Iranian army may be currently trying to find a way to attack, but the media is calling the attack the result of airborne projectiles. The confusion can be gauged from the fact that some agencies are also trying to clarify that this attack was not done from at least Iran land. Al Mayadeen News, a Lebanese website supporting Hezbollah, has quoted an Iranian source as saying that the attack was carried out by targeting Haniyeh's hideout from another country. However, this attack on Ismail Haniyeh is not alone in Iran. Israel killed their two big enemies in the last 24 hours. This is the second time in the last 24 hours when Israel has selectively killed two of its major enemies. Earlier on Tuesday, the Israeli army attacked Lebanon's capital Beirut and eliminated the extremist organization Hezbollah's number 2 Fouad Shakr. It is being said that just like Haniyeh's location, Israel had accurate information about Fouad, according to which the Israeli Air Force bombed Beirut and completed its work. Shakr was also known as Hajj Mohsen. Israel blamed it for the attack on the Golan Heights. Our fighter jets shot down Fouad Shakr, the most senior military commander of the terrorist organization Hezbollah and head of its strategic unit in Beirut, the Israeli military said in a statement after Shakr's death. On the evening of July 27, a football field in northern Israel was targeted by Hezbollah with an Iranian Falk-1 rocket. In this rocket attack, 12 children playing in the field were killed. Only after this attack, Israel vowed revenge. Hezbollah was threatened with consequences. Fouad Shakr was the right-hand of Hezbollah Secretary General Hassan Nasrallah. The Israeli army also targeted Haniyeh's sons and grandsons. He was Nasrallah's advisor in planning and directing attacks and operations. Israel also killed Haniyeh's 3 sons before him. In April this year, Israeli security forces targeted Haniyeh's sons. Haniyeh had 13 sons. So far 3 sons, a grandson and 3 granddaughters have died. Israel killed Haniyeh's 3 sons in an airstrike on the Gaza Strip. The Israeli army had said that 3 of Haniyeh's sons, Amir, Hazem and Mohammed, were going to carry out terrorist activities in Gaza. Meanwhile, all 3 were hit by airstrikes. After that, on June 25, 2024, 10 members of his family, including his sister, were killed in the attack on the refugee camp. In October last year, when Israel began wreaking havoc on Gaza, 14 members of Ismail Haniyeh's family, including his brother and nephew, were killed. In November 2023, another granddaughter of Ismail Haniyeh was killed in an airstrike in Gaza, and the eldest grandson was also killed in an Israeli airstrike in the last week of November. In this way, Haniyeh's entire family gradually came under the target of Israel. Now after this attack, there is a possibility of a big war. Thank you very much for being with us. Always stay tuned for the latest news and updates across the globe. Goodbye and see you soon.